What's going on, guys? Back with another Project RSX video. This is my 2002 Acura RSX Type S. Today I'm going to be installing my full CATBACK exhaust over here. This is a BORLA exhaust. It is full straight piped from the CATBACK. There is no resonator, so we shall see how that sounds like. I picked this up from one of my friends. He gave it to me for $100. So I'm going to be my first time installing this on. So first off, we're going to want to jack up the car. I'm going to probably do it from the rear. There is a little tow hook that I can be jacking it from. Or I can use the subframe, but I'm most likely going to jack from here. And then I'm going to put two jack stands on the little pinch welds on each side so I can get underneath the car. Once I do that, I will show you how it looks like, and then we're going to start unbolting it and taking it apart. Okay, so I jacked it up from the little tow hook there, and I put a jack stand right on the pinch weld, which is right there. And on the front I also jacked it up from the subframe, just give me more access. I ran out of jack stands, so I just used some spare jacks and everything just to hold up the front. But the rears, I have two jack stands, so I put it off the ground. Both wheels are off the ground, so now I have access to slide underneath. Now underneath there we're gonna need three 14mm sockets and wrench. So I'm just gonna lubricate it first, and then I'm gonna get to it and show you guys. Okay, so the next step is you locate your catalytic converter, and then you find your 3 bolts. So what I already did so far, I just sprayed it with some penetrating fluid on the 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 3, and I heated it up just a bit using my little torch over here. Purchase this at any home hardware store. So just heat it up a bit, and you just crack these so that they're all 14mm. So you wrench up the top and you ratchet the bottom. I cracked these 2 already, so those are loose. Now we're gonna work on this one over here. So try to get a good angle for you guys. My 14mm ratchet on the bottom. Wanted to be snug, so grab a hammer, just tap it in there. There's kind of no room in here, so you just gotta play with it. And you get it in there, just nice and snug. Grab your ratchet. Grab an extension for your ratchet so you get more leverage. And just try to crack it loose. You see it's already turning, but the top is also turning. So now you want to grab your wrench up the top, like so. Hold that and continue loosening your nuts. So I recommend using this with a torch. Makes it easier. If you don't have a torch, you're just gonna need more leverage. Just play around with it. Keep ratcheting it out, and you'll be good. So you just do the same steps for the other 3 bolts, and then we're halfway there. So as you can see, I got one bolt out already. Now let's continue working on to our other bolts. Like I said, these ones are already cracked because I loosened it already. So just hold your wrench there and crack it loose. There are many different ways of doing this, but since you're in your own house and I don't have any air tools or electric tools on me, this is the only way that you can do. Takes time, but still does the job. Try not to strip the head. It. Take out the bolt. Keep it aside if you're going to reuse it. Okay, so the next step after you drop those 3 bolts, your front exhaust will fall down. You're going to have a hanger over here. Mine's broken, so I'm only going to have to worry about the hanger in the front holding the axle back, or the muffler right here. So you got one, and you got another one on the other side. Spray that with some lubricant so it comes out nice and easy. Spray on both sides. Can't really see it on that side, but it's right there. Lubricate those hangers nice. And now we're gonna work on it with if you have a pry bar or a screwdriver, or you can use channel locks and just push it out, and we'll go from there. Okay, so for passenger side, I just took it out all together. It would be easier to just take it out from there. So I just pulled it with a screwdriver towards the back, pushed it through, that came out. Same thing on this side. I stuck my screwdriver inside the slot there and just wiggled it through. You guys will see what you mean once you guys try this. It's not too hard. That comes right out. Now my whole exhaust is just hanging. From here, I can pull out my whole exhaust and slide in my new one. So for the next step, you are going to have to cut your resonator out from the axle back. You'll have to do this because you won't be able to pull it through to the back or to the front because there's a sway bar link there and there's just not enough room to get through it. So we're gonna have to cut that out and it'll drop out from there. I'm gonna be using this. It's a DeWalt. I'm gonna be cutting right through it. See you guys. Okay guys, so I have my exhaust out. So this is where I cut it from. Right from the muffler to the resonator, because it was just not enough room from here to here to take it out. So easiest way to cut it, since I'm not going to be using it again. There it is. That is my BORLA exhaust over there. That's going right in right about now. So we're going to stick it in from that end first through the back of my car and straight down. Alright guys, so it was a bit more of a hassle than I thought. You do not have to remove the bumper, but I did so just to get more access to, just to see what I was doing. But pretty much you're gonna have to remove your stabilizer bushing mounts there. So it's just 2 screws. They're both 12 millimeters. So So just take those two out and your whole arm will come down, so you can have more access to slide your whole exhaust through the back to the front. Once you do that, remember to put your hangers on here. I think it's more easier to put it on the exhaust first and then mounting it up onto the frame. It's just my opinion. You could try it for yourself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna mount those together, put my rear all back together, and then mount up the front. And then we'll do a startup test. Alright guys, once you get it through, all you gotta do is just bolt it up the same way you took it out. That's pretty much it. My exhaust is hanging a bit low because remember that my hanger was broken in the middle near the res. So that's okay, I'm just gonna get a new replacement and change that eventually. But this is pretty much it. And now I just gotta put everything back together. There's my exhaust. Looks pretty stock, nobody will notice. That's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna put everything together, and then I'll show you a before and after clip of the exhaust, and we'll go from there. Just remember to put your stabilizer bar bushings back together. Just 2 bolts each, and you're good to go.